standing still in the center of the room, watching the shadows gather their gloom. I used to be water, I used to be fire. Now I'm just the ash of a dead desire. You said I was solid, a place you could lean, but you walked away from the wreckage between. Now I'm just a stone at the bottom of the lake, heavy with the pieces that I couldn't break. You're the current that's moving, drifting so free, while the weight of the silence is burying me. I'm cold to the touch and I'm hardened by years, a monument built out of salt and of tears. You're out in the sunlight, watching the throne, while I'm sinking deeper, turning to stone. Tried to be soft, tried to give you my best, but you carved your goodbye right into my chest. The words that you whispered are etched in the grain, a permanent map of a beautiful pain. I don't feel the wind and I don't feel the rain. I've forgotten the way that it feels to complain. They say even mountains will crumble to dust, that time is a hammer you're forced to trust. But I'm holding my breath in this gravity well, locked in a cage made of my own shell. If I could just soften, if I could just feel, I'd find a way for the spirit to heal. Now I'm just a stone at the bottom of the lake, heavy with the pieces that I couldn't break. You're the current that's moving, drifting so free, while the weight of the silence is burying me. I'm cold to the touch and I'm hardened by years, a monument built out of salt and of tears. You're out in the sunlight, watching the throne, while I'm sinking deeper, turning to stone. The coffee's cold on your side of the bed, and I'm still repeating the last things you said. I keep the lights low to hide from the day, but the shadows just outline the space where you lay. I reach for your hand in a half-awake dream, but realize that silence is louder than it seems. I'm tracing the cracks in the ceiling above, wondering how we ran out of love. It's a slow burning fever awaiting my chest, a heart that's too heavy to give me some rest. Oh, this agony is a room with no doors. I'm still playing a part that isn't mine anymore. It's the sting of the salt, the ghost of your touch. It's love in a memory, just a little too much. I'm a fragile reflection of who I used to be, drowning in the agony, feel you leaving me. Your name on my phone is a ghost I can't delete, a rhythm that's broken, a song incomplete. I see you in windows, I hear you in crowds, but the sun doesn't break through these permanent clouds. You took all the colors and left me the a traveler who's lost the way. They say that time is a healer, a friend, but I'm just counting the seconds until the end. How do I breathe when the air feels like glass? How do I move when I'm stuck in the past? Oh, this agony is a room with no doors. I'm still playing a part that isn't mine anymore. It's the sting of the salt, the ghost of your touch. It's love in a memory, just a little too much. I'm a fragile inflation of who I used to be, drowning in the agony of me. I'm just a hollow heartbeat in the dark, a dying fire, a fading spark. Agony, yeah, it's agony. I'm still waiting for the rain to wash you. I found a box of Polaroids behind the magazines, yellowed at the edges, if you know what I mean. You're still wearing that summer dress, laughing at the rain. Before we knew that us would be a synonym for pain. I haven't opened up these curtains in a month or maybe two. I'm terrified the light might wash away the ghost of you. But the grime is getting heavy on the trophies we once won, back when we were golden, back when we were young. So I grabbed an old soft t-shirt, the one you used to wear. I can still smell the coconut and jasmine in your hair. It's a strange kind of torture, a beautiful sin, to polish up the places where your fingerprints have been. And I'm dusting the shelves of you, clearing the space where the memories grew, touching the spines of the books you never read, making the bed where the I love yous were said. Every sweep of the cloth is a how could you go, every speck in the air is a how did I know. I'm cleaning the house but I'm keeping the blue, just dusting the shelves of you. There's a ring of coffee on the nightstand on your side, a little circular reminder of the night that we both cried. I should scrub it till it's gone, I should make it disappear, but it's the only proof I have that you were actually here. I'm moving your old watch, the one with the broken strap, beside the little ceramic bird with the wing that's got a crack. It's a museum of a life that didn't quite go to plan, curated by a broken and a very lonely man. Yeah, I'm used It's a strange kind of mercy, a hollowed out grace, to see my own reflection in your empty space. And I'm dusting the shells of you, clearing the space where the memories grew, touching the spines of the books you never read, making the bed where the I love yous were said. Every sweep of the cloth is a how could you go, every speck in the air is a how did I know. I'm cleaning the house, but I'm keeping the blue, just dusting the shells of you. I'm getting rid of the cobwebs, but keeping the hurt, searching for your heartbeat in the fibers and the dirt. If I make it look perfect, if I make it look new, will it feel like I'm finally of you? Or just further away? The glass is shining now, the wood is clean and burnt, but it's still the same old darkness in the middle of the light. I'm done with the shelves, I'm done with the room, but I can't sweep my heart out with a cedar handled broom. Just dust in the shelves of you, still waiting for you to walk through. I'm talking to walls that used to hold heat, while the dust settles down on the marks of your feet. I bought your favorite wine, then I poured it away, just to feel like I'm breaking a habit today. The hallway is longer than it used to be, or maybe there's just less of you and more of me. I tried to rewrite the ending in my head, but the ink always turns to a deep shade of red. Every hello we had is a goodbye in reverse, and staying together was a beautiful curse. Now I'm living in echoes, bouncing off the night, searching for a flicker of a dead end light. It's the sound of your laughter in an empty room, a garden of memories that'll never bloom. I'm chasing a ghost that I can't quite hold, in the echoes of a story that's already told. The radio's humming a song that you loved. I'm pushing the buttons, but I'm not strong enough to kill the connection, to shatter the frequency. You admit that you're gone and you're never coming back for me. The silence is heavy, it's ringing my ears, to steal from the weight of 1,000 years. I'm screaming your name just a fading sound. I'm still waiting for my feet to touch the ground. Echoes, echoes. The sound of a door clicking shut. I still walk the same path through the garden we made, where the summer was gold and the light didn't fade. You said we'd be constant, like the pines on the hill, but the seasons have moved and my world is just still. The perennials bloom in a cycle so cruel, while I'm still the ghost of a heartbreak's fool. You promised our love would be evergreen, the brightest reflection that I'd ever seen. But the needles are falling, the branches are bare, and I'm reaching for shadow. Pressing a leaf in the back of a book, afraid of the way that the memories look. You're a beautiful color I can't quite forget, the deepest of emeralds, the softest regret. The forest is quiet, the birds have all flown. How does forever end up so alone? They say that the winter is just a short sleep, but these roots are buried a little too deep. I'm waiting for spring, but I know in my heart that the seasons don't work when we're drifting apart. You turn into autumn, you drift into gray, while I'm stuck in June, just a lifetime away. You promised our love would be evergreen, the brightest reflection that I'd ever seen. But the needles are falling, the branches are bare, and I'm reaching for shadows that aren't even there. Now the frost is the only thing left on the vine of the always you promised would forever be mine. Evergreen, you were supposed to stay green. Now I'm just a winter I never wanted to see. The alarm clock is screaming, but I don't hear a sound. Just the ghost of your footsteps on the hardwood ground. I'm pouring the coffee, but I forget the mug. spilling brown bitter puddles on the kitchen rug. I'm putting on my jacket, but I'm missing a sleeve. Living in the moment that you decided to leave. My eyes are wide open, staring at the sun, but I haven't been awake since the damage was done. I'm just sleepwalking through the day in a hazy gray world where the colors decay. I'm talking to shadows, I'm answering ghosts, tossing and turning while the world plays the host. I'm a passenger here, just a soul out of place, searching for a dream where I can still see your face. Yeah, I'm up and I'm moving, but I'm miles away, sleepwalking through the day. I'm stopping at red lights that have already turned green, caught in the static of a flickering screen. People are talking, their voices are blurred. I'm not in my head, but I haven't heard a word. I'm looking for my keys when they're right in my head, building a life on a mountain of facades. Is this the part where I finally wake up, or am I just the dregs in an empty cup? I'm tired of the sunlight, I'm tired of the air. I just wanna go back to when you were still there. I'm just sleepwalking through the day in a hazy gray world where the colors decay. I'm talking to shadows, I'm answering ghosts, tossing and turning while the world plays the host. I'm a passenger here, just a soul out of place, searching for a dream where I can still see your face. Yeah, I'm up and I'm moving, but I'm miles away, sleepwalking through the day. Good morning, or is it good night? I've lost all the track of the dark and the light. Eyes open, heart closed, walking through the garden where the dead roses grow. Still dreaming of you.
The music slows to a rhythmic, drowsy hum.
The coffee's still steaming on your side of the table. I'm reading the headlines, or at least I try to be able. I hear your keys rattle, the front door swings wide. but it's just the wind playing tricks on the inside. I'm catching your scent on a sweater I kept, the ghost of a promise that neither us stepped. And I hallucinate your hand in mine, a flickering light at the end of the line. I see your shadow dance across the wall. I reach for the phone just to wait for your call. It's a beautiful haunting, a sweet kind of pain, to see your face glowing through the window pane. I know you're gone, but I refuse to believe. It's easier to hallucinate than it is to grieve. I walk past the park where we carved out our names, but the wood has grown, but it's not quite the same. Yet I see you sitting there, book in your lap, while I'm falling head first into memories trapped. I'm talking to silence, I'm laughing at air, because for a second I swear you were there. The doctor says time and my friends say move on, but the sun never rises when your spirit is gone. If I close my eyes tight, the colors return to the bridge that we built and the one that we burned. Don't wake me up, don't bring me the light. I'd rather be dreaming of you every night. And I hallucinate your hand in mine, a flickering light at the end of the line. I see your shadow dance across the wall. I reach for the phone just to wait for your call. It's a beautiful haunting, a sweet kind of pain, to see your face glowing through the window pane. I know you're gone, but I refuse to believe. It's easier to hallucinate than it is to grieve. You're right there, just out of reach, a blur in the hallway, a lesson you teach. Stay for a moment, ma, don't fade away. I'm folding the sweaters you left on the chair, breathing the ghost of you still in the air. The calendar's frozen on a Tuesday in June. Now I'm just a singer who's lost the tune. I walk through the kitchen and stare at the floor, listening in for keys in the lock of the door. The neighbors are laughing, the world's moving on, but I'm still standing right where you left me at dawn. It's a quiet is my land, my song for the lost, counting the secrets and paying the cost. It's the almost, the always, the never again. It's the ice in my blood where the fire had been. I'm calling your name to a sky made of lead, living with everything we never said, living with everything we never said. The pictures are dusty, the frames are all cracked. I'm looking for pieces that I can't get back. I went to our spot by the edge of the lake, but the reflection I see is a bitter mistake. You're a beautiful story I'm forced to outlive, with nothing to take and nothing to give. Is there a place where the memory dies, where I don't see your face when I close my eyes? I'm building a monument out of the pain, just to keep you alive in the pouring rain. This is my lament, my song for the lost, counting the secrets and paying the cost. It's the almost, the always, the never again. It's the ice in my blood where the fire had been. I'm calling your name to a sky made of lead, living with everything we never said, living with everything we never said. Just a fading echo in the hall, watching the last of the shadows fall. Lament, my sweet laments. I'm finally learning to let you go. Slowly I think I don't know. The curtains are heavy, the clock's ticking slow. I'm watching the places you used to go. The kettle is whistling a tune for one, a day in the shadow of all that we've done. I'm folding your shirts just to feel like you're near, but the scent of your ghost is starting to clear. Now I'm lost in the morning, the break of day, when the light reminds me you're a lifetime away. It's the quietest day that I've ever known, to wake up beside where a dream used to grow. The sun's coming up, but I'm staying in bed, breathing the words that we never quite said. Yeah, I'm lost in the morning, and the day hasn't even begun. There's a space on the sofa, a dent in the rug, a void that I'm trying to fill with a hug of a pillow that's cold and turning, the neighbors all wave while I'm digging a hole for the love I couldn't save. Is it morning if I never slept, or just a continuation of the secrets I kept? The birds start to sing like nothing is wrong, but I can't find the notes to our favorite song. The sky is so blue, it's an insult to me to be trapped in the dark while the whole world is free. Now I'm lost in the morning, the break of the day, when the light reminds me you're a lifetime away. It's the quietest day that I've ever known, to wake up beside where a dream used to grow. The sun's coming up, but I'm staying in bed, grieving the words that we never quite said. Yeah, I'm lost in the morning, and the day hasn't even begun. Ooh. Black coffee, cold sheets, the sound of the city out on the streets. I'm mourning you until the sun goes down, and then I do it all again. I'm sweeping up the kitchen floor at 3:15, picking up the shards of a life that used to belong to you and me. There's a hairline fracture on the glass where you used to rest your hand. Now I'm staring at a blueprint of a house that couldn't stand. I try to glue the edges back, but the glue, it never dries. It's hard to fix a masterpiece when you're looking through these eyes. So let it rest in pieces, let the fragments hit the ground. I'm tired of trying to hold it up when it's only breaking down. There's no way to build a bridge out of dust and jagged glass, so I'll leave our love right here in the shadows of the past. Don't say it's home, don't say it's fine. I'm letting go of what was mine. Rest in pieces, rest in pieces. The silence in the hallway is the loudest thing I've heard. I'm looking for the meaning in every single unspoken word. You're a ghost in the guest room, I'm a stranger in the hall. We're just two different shadows waiting for the dark to fall. I thought we were a diamond, tough enough to take the weight, but even stone can crumble when it's handled by mistake. So let it rest in pieces, let the fragments hit the ground. I'm tired of trying to hold it up when it's only breaking down. There's no way to build a bridge out of dust and jagged glass, so I'll leave all Pick up the ones you wanna keep. I'll leave the rest for the broom to sweep. One shard for the laughter, one shard for the pain. The rest can just wash away in the rain. Rest in pieces, baby. Just let it lie. Rest in pieces. Goodbye. Coffee's still warm in the pot by the sink, but I'm standing here on the edge of the brink. I watch the sun crawl up the side of the wall, waiting for reasons I couldn't recall. I folded the laundry, I put out the light, I wrestled with shadows all through the night. Now the house is a hollow, a shell of a place, and I can't find the us in this empty space. My suitcase is waiting like a dog by the door. I don't think I can carry this weight anymore. I reach for a pen and a scrap of some mail to tell you the story of how we both failed. And I left a final note on the counter, weighted down by your old house key. It's a few simple words for the man that I love, from the woman I'm trying to be. It's not full of anger, it's not full of spite. It's just me admitting we didn't get it right. So when you come home and the kitchen is dim, the paper is white and the chances are slim, just a final note on the counter, and a ghost where I should have been. You thought about listing the things that I'll miss, the smell of the rain and the way that we'd kiss, but the ink started bleeding. The page got too wet from the tears of a person who isn't done yet. I didn't say goodbye, I just said I'm gone, because words are too heavy to carry till dawn. You'll find it right there by the fruit bowl and junk, next to the heart that finally sunk. The engine is humming, the driveway is cold. We're a story that's already been told. I'm signing my name for the very last time, leaving the rhythm, keeping the rhyme. And I left a final note on the counter, weighted down by your old house key. It's a few simple words for the man that I love, from the woman I'm trying to be. It's not full of anger, it's not full of spite. It's just me admitting we didn't get it right. So when you come home and the kitchen is dim, the paper is white and the chances are slim, just a final note on the counter, and a ghost where I should have been. Don't call my phone, don't follow the tracks. There's nothing to save in the things that we lack. The ink is the finish, the paper's the end. I'm losing a lover, I'm losing a friend. Read it slow, let it sink in. The air in the room is getting so thin. It's just 4 little words on a wrinkled blue line. I loved you goodbye, I hope you'll be fine. The sky is a bruise that refuses to heal. I've forgotten the way that a heartbeat should feel. I'm sitting in corners, just watching the dust. The hinges are broken, the spirit is rust. You left with the thunder, you left with the rain, and left me this heavy, unmovable pain. I try to reach out, but my fingers are lame. I'm living a life that is better off dead. And I'm sinking in sun, a deep shade of blue, in a room full of echoes that look just like you. It's a silence so loud that it's ringing my ears. A saltwater canyon of wasted idle years. I'm not even angry, I'm not even mad. I'm just losing the pieces of what we once had. Wrapped in the curtains, hiding from light, in a sullen surrender to the coming of night. The mail's on the floor and the phone's on the hook. I'm reading the ending of every book, just to see if the hero gets left in the cold, to see if the silver turns back into mold. Your name is a weight at the back of my throat, a message in bottles that never could float. I'm staring at walls till the patterns all blur, wishing for things that we never quite were. Don't tell me it's phases, don't tell me it's time, when the mountain I'm facing is too steep to climb. It's a hollow-eyed hollow, a gray-colored cell, where I'm learning the layout of my own personal hell. The world is a movie fall and surrender to the coming of night. Just a shadow in a darkened hole, watching the rain start to fall. Silence. The drywall still shaking from the things that we said. The echoes are pacing like ghosts in my head. The air is still heavy, thick with the heat of a war that we fought till we both faced defeat. You grabbed your keys and you slammed the front door, but the rattling wood isn't what hurts anymore. It's the way the clock ticks, so sharp and so clear, now that the only thing left is the atmosphere. The storm has passed over, the thunder is gone, but I'm terrified of how the quiet lives on. It's a weight on my chest, it's a salt in the wound, it's the sound of a heart that's been suddenly untuned. And oh, it's the silence after the scream, the waking up cold from a beautiful dream. When the yelling is over and the damage is done, and I'm standing here counting the cost of who won. It's louder than sirens, it's deeper than pain, like the middle of nowhere in the pouring rain. I'd give anything now for a word or a fight, just to drown out the silence after the scream tonight. I'm looking at pictures we left on the wall, waiting for one of the frames just to fall. Anything, darling, to break up the peace, this hollowed out feeling that brings no release. I'm practicing sorry to an empty hallway, but there's no one to hear what I'm dying to say. The tea's getting cold and the shadows grow long. The silence is proving that everything's wrong. The storm has passed over, the thunder is gone, but I'm terrified of how the quiet lives on. It's the ringing in my ears, it's the ghost of your voice, it's the sound of a man who's run out of choice. And oh, it's the silence after the scream, the waking up cold from a beautiful dream. When the yelling is over and the damage is done, and I'm standing here counting the cost of who won. scream tonight. If the walls could talk, they tell me to run, but they're paralyzed too by what we've become. It's the hush in the kitchen, the still in the bed. It's the thousand I love yous we should have just said instead of the fire, instead of the red. After the scream. The echo of my footsteps sounds like someone else's life, cutting through the hallway like a dull and rusted knife. The boxes are all taped up, stacked against the wall, labeled kitchen, bedroom, and nothing left at all. I'm looking at the high marks we penciled on the frame before the house was quiet, before we lost the game. I'm checking every corner, every shadow, every crack, making sure I haven't left a piece of me to track. The walls are bare and white now, the way they used to be. Before you fill the rooms up with a version of me, I'm standing on the threshold where the light begins to die, waiting for the courage just to look it in the eye. And I'm turning the key one last time, locking up the yours and the mine, closing the door on the dreams that we shared, on the nights that we fought and the days that we cared. It's a heavy piece of metal, it's a tiny bit of steel, but it's the only thing left that feels cold and feels real. One click for the heartbreak, one click for the crime. I'm turning the key one last time. Oh, the driveway's got a puddle from the rain we had at 4. I can see your ghost still standing by the screen of the front door. You're waving at the car as I pull out for the night. Back when every road we took led somewhere in the light, but now the windows reflect nothing but the gray of the sky. As I walk across the porch to say the permanent goodbye, the copper feels so frozen in the palm of my hand, like the final grain of hourglass, the final grain of sand. The walls are bare and white now, they don't know our names, they won't remember the fire or who started the flames. I'm standing on the threshold and the wind is getting cold, leaving all the stories that will never be told. And I'm turning the key one last time, locking up the yours and the mine, closing the door on the dreams that we shared, on the nights that we fought and the days that we cared. It's a heavy piece of metal, it's a tiny bit of steel, but it's the only thing left that feels cold and feels real. One click for the heartbreak, one click for the cry. I'm turning the key one last time. I'll leave it under the mine, or maybe in the dirt. Let the next people find it. We've fed out all the hurt. Let them fill up the kitchen. Let them laugh in the hall. I just wanna be someone who doesn't live here at all. There it is, the sound of an ending. No more pretending. I'm letting it go. I'm letting you go.
I'm staring at the ceiling where the fan spins slow, mapping out the places where I used to go. The closet is half empty, the hangers are bare. Just a handful of dust and the chill in the air. I try to find a reason to get out of bed, but I'm drowning in the things that we left unsaid. There's no fire burning, there's no frozen ice, just a high-stakes game where I lost the dice. It isn't a scream and it isn't a cry. It's the color of white in a midwinter sky. Now I'm falling through the void, losing my grip on a sinking heart, a ghost of a ship. It's the middle of the night with nowhere to land, just the memory of you slipping out of my hand. It's not even pain, it's just nothing at all. The sound of a heart that's too tired to fall into the void. Yeah, I'm lost in the void. The mirror is a stranger I don't recognize, with a hollowed out look in its colorless eyes. I go to the market, I pay for my tea, but nobody's actually looking at me. I'm a ghost in the daylight, a glitch in the scene, stuck in the maybe and the might have been, desperate and raw. Throw me a lifeline, give me a spark. Anything's better than this breathless dark. Make me feel angry, make me feel small, just make me feel something or nothing at all. 'Cause I'm falling through the void, losing my grip on a sinking heart, a ghost of a ship. It's the middle of the night with nowhere to land, just the memory of you slipping out of my hand. It's not even pain, it's just nothing at all. The sound of a heart that's too tired to fall, lost in the void. Empty, it's so quietly empty, just a hollow space where your name used to be. The void.